Computer in. What's going on? This should not be complicated. Okay. Oh, I'm trying. I don't know. You got me wrapped around your finger. That song? I don't know. Do you know that song? You're just a fool for me. You got me wrapped around your finger. Something like that, right? Oh. I'm just a fool for me. Oh. Freaking Max, guys. Little pause in this already. Unbelievable. That's what happens when I don't put the thing down for one day. Look at that shit. Little Max holes. Good morning. I mean, hi. So, how's your day going? I almost really didn't even come on. I just feel like the energy is the same as earlier. And good evening. And I'm just, but I told you guys I would be on. So I showed up. So I am going to use the spirit animal deck. And we're going to try to keep it simple. Sarah McLachlan, is that this song I'm thinking of? You got me wrapped around your finger. It must be, because I'm trying to think like if I heard that on the radio, and I don't really listen to any soft stations without like scrolling for them, and I haven't done that in a while. So, but I want to say, you got me wrapped around your finger, right? Something like that. You got me wrapped around your finger, Sarah McLachlan. I might not even be Sarah, whatever her name is, McLachlan. Possession. Is that the name of the song? You got me wrapped around your finger. I think it's called Possession. Wait, that's the Police. I'm just a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. So let me do this. Let me do the lyrics. It might not be Sarah McLachlan now that I can't find the damn lyrics anyway. So that's probably because it's not the name of the song, right? Do you even know what I'm talking about? She's got me wrapped around your finger. Oh, did you have to let it linger? I'm just a fool for you. Is it Cranberries? No. I don't know. I'm gonna try one more time. Sarah McLachlan. I don't know why I'm getting pulled to Sarah McLachlan. I will remember you. Okay, now I know. If I'm pretty sure you will remember me. So that
smells. Did you buy like the cookies or something?
Did I buy cookies?
Yeah.
No, I thought about doing that last week for you though, but I forgot.
What?
Buying you cookies.
It smells like someone's baking something upstairs.
Oh. I don't know. You got me wrapped around your finger. Why is it I'm on the struggle bus? You got me finger. I'm just a fool for you. It keeps popping up with possession. So let me see if this is it. That's not it. This should not be this hard. I will remember you. So maybe someone's just listening to. I can't find it. I tried. I can try YouTube real quick. You got me wrapped around your finger. I know that's not the name of it, but linger. The Cranberries keep coming in. I'm just a fool for you. Maybe it is the Cranberries. Why am I being pulled to Sarah McLachlan though? No, hold on. Hi. But you have to let me linger. Okay, so it is "Linger" by the Cranberries. I don't know why I was getting pulled to Sarah McLachlan. The meaning behind "Linger," Cranberries. Well, the song basically describes being mistreated by her love. Mistreated by her love and seeing him with another girl, yet unable to break free because he lets their relationship linger. So, you know, I literally did not want to come on YouTube because of stress factors and the energy and it being heavy, and I didn't want to get caught up in that 3D fucking bullshit. And that's why I was like, all right, I'll use the animal deck, it's fine. And then it's like that song had to come through. So obviously, if somebody's being mistreated, okay, seeing him with another girl, yeah, unable to break free because he lets their relationship linger, right? So basically, it's vice versa. Someone's hanging on to somebody, and somebody's not really. Somebody's just letting a relationship fucking linger. It's just like bullshit. Yeah, I'm not Sarah. Don't worry, I'm not gonna read it. Don't worry. See, but this was the whole reason why I'm like, I'm not even gonna go on YouTube. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not. I'm not gonna read that shit. Don't you worry. It's not gonna happen. That's why I was like, I got my animal cards. Right? So the fact is, she's basically describing, okay? So she or he, but it's she, right? She describes being mistreated by the love and seeing him with another girl, yet unable to break free because he lets their relationship linger. So basically, she fell in love, she was mistreated, and clearly there's another girl around. But someone's unable to break free because, well, he lets it linger. So it's just like, no. Yeah, if you're in a relationship like that, I suggest you get out as quick as you can. Why you want to be with somebody who lets that linger? Or keeps coming around and like, hey, no. No. You've already mistreated the situation. There's somebody else that still needs to be put in place. And somebody's just letting something linger. Like, such a turn off. It's just like, even reading it or thinking about it, it's like whoever wants to come your way or whatever the scenario may be, or it's just a shame that there's still individuals out there that will still want to feel relevant in your life for some reason, whether it's your energy, your vibes, like whatever it is. It's like, it's not good intentions. That song alone is telling you you were clearly mistreated in a situation, and it's somebody around that just continuously lets whatever you guys had linger, and it's like, no. And there's still somebody on your end or their end. So it'd be pretty foolish for you to entertain a situation like that. Don't you think? Don't you think? So no need to explain that bullshit again because that's exactly what that is. So let's get into the animal deck. I'm just a fool for you. You had me wrapped around your finger. Somebody has something good and took advantage of it. Typical Matrix shit. It makes like 100% like it makes sense in my head now why people would be able to have relationships with robots and program them to be more affectionate or compassionate so you have that companion because that companion's not gonna fuck up. It's programmed. But think about it, it's programmed. It's only gonna reach its capability. You still be working with a robot. But I even think like at this point of view, I think my little spirituals would be better with a robot right now. Okay. It's not really a thing, but one day it probably will be. But that only take you so far too, right? But that's pretty crazy if I'm saying you're better off with a fucking robot right now than somebody in the fucking Matrix that is just arrogant, narcissistic, sexist, pathological liar. I mean, you name it. That's your scenario. You were dealing with somebody who let something just linger, and they took advantage of a situation. So, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work is blessed with everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So, you seem pretty kosher on your own. The lion, a higher calling. You have within you the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices in your life with your tribe. And your tribe. So make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So to me, it's saying whoever you take on your journey, it's kind of like being the queen bee. Because you create, you pollinate, you know what I'm saying? But it's also saying be open. But to me, it's a higher calling of being open because it's right next to higher call. This might actually be for somebody who works good with not just the public. It could be social media, it could be coaching, it could be teaching, it could be healing. Because you got community and higher calling. So I'm not going to just say like light workers. It's more like you can be that person within your household, within your apartment building, within like, get what I'm saying? I'm just a fool for you. Okay. So that song's going to keep coming in, guys. So let's just get to the lyrics. If you could return, don't let it burn. If you would return, don't let it burn. Don't let it fade. I'm sure you're not rude. It's just your attitude. It's tearing me apart. It's ruining me every day. I swore. I would be true. And honey, so did you. So why are you holding her hand as we stand? This is somebody still giving another woman attention. It's so clear. You have to let it linger. You have to let it linger. So I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong, but I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm in so deep. I was such a fool for you. Got me wrapped around your finger. Did you have to let it linger? Do you have to let it linger? So, but here's the thing, like in the end of the song, like that, I mean, that's it. So she's basically just saying like how she feels. You might see somebody with another woman or still nurturing another relationship or still, pretending like they're kosher. There's something going on with a man and another person, and then there was you. So I don't know, or is you were dating. I don't know everybody's scenario. I'm just trying to figure out what spirit's trying to tell me here. Well, I picked up this, so I think you should just burn your fucking bridges. This is like saying you went all into a situation and in the end you just look like a fool. I think this person still thinks like, you got me wrapped around your finger. Did you have to let it linger? So this is somebody that just probably just always made sure like they were there. You know what I mean? But like never a commitment, never. It's something like that. I mean, it's obvious by the lyrics. Was it just a game to you? Yeah, lots of games, lots of manipulation. There's still games, there's still manipulation. So I don't know if somebody's just, I think this is your past, like someone that's going to come in, hit you up. Why you're singing this song though? So I don't know if you're going to like, if they eventually like reach out or whatever the scenario is, like, I don't know if you're going to be like, well, you're just letting it linger, but like, but this is more like softer. Like, if anything, I think you'd be like a big giant, like, fuck you. So I'm confused on who the friggle sticks are we reading? And then we're going to get back to this in a minute because it's like, you got me wrapped around your finger, so it's like, huh? So I think this is like a big warning. Like, don't get distracted with somebody else's bullshit, to be fucking quite honest with you. I think somebody's hoping they can come in and put you in the same situation and hoping they can wrap you around their fucking finger. They must think they have a magic penis or a magic coochie. So this is a warning video once again, and it's telling you there's still somebody in their life that they prioritize over you. Whether it's a child, whether it's work, whether it's an ex, whether it's who gives a fuck what it is. But that's what this is saying. You got a higher calling. You have your community. That's us. That's your friends, your family. But if I'm going to like wrap it up to make it sound like, well, just community in general, let's just say that's us. We have our community. We have a higher calling. So somebody's going to come in and they think they can wrap you around the little fucking finger again. That's what this is. I'm just a fool for you. You know what? You grew up. You ascended. You elevated. You raised your vibration. You're clearly dealing with a fucking narcissistic, chauvinistic, sexist player who thinks they're gonna be able to wrap you right around the fucking finger. But see, here's the thing. I don't think you were ever wrapped around the finger. I think you're dealing with somebody who's fucking naive. Did you give them your all? Well, yeah, because that's what spirituals do. Because we love and we're compassionate and we put it out there and not hopes in getting it back, but it would be nice if we got it back. Fucking common sense, right? So you got fucking Peter, okay? You got Peter and Slim Shady about to knock on your fucking door, hit you up, and they're hoping, they can wrap you around their finger again. So now that that's out of the way, because I just heard Hector, so careful if you know a Hector. Because you want to see this person's intentions right now. Hector Jose. Well, then I just saw it's reversed. So that's somebody who's not honest. Okay. That's not Romeo either. 8 of Cups reversed. Wants to come back around. Wants to wrap you right around the finger. I got you wrapped around my finger. Who the fuck does this person think they are? They're lovers. Oh, but guess what? There's still somebody else in the picture. Exactly what I just said. But guess what? I bet you're the only one. I bet they'll tell you you're the only one and you're a top priority. Don't you worry, honey. You're the only one. So there's your past coming back around. I'm just a fool for you. And then you have the 6 of Wands and the 5 of Pents. This is somebody hoping to be victorious. But what you got is a narcissistic person about to knock on your doorbell. Why? Because they miss you and they're lonely and they're lacking. So, with the 5 of Cups underneath the deck, they're going to come back in and pretend like everything's kosher and everything's fine and good to go. Anything else you want to know about fucking Peter so we can get Peter off the fucking board? Peter or Karen, whoever this fucking character is. 9 of Wands reversed. So it's like there's no courage there. There's no, it's a weakness, doesn't even stand up for themselves. Not willing to fight. They just assume they're gonna win. I don't understand the audacity. And they got the Empress reversed, so you're not giving unless that's somebody else, right? But then you got the Star. I don't know if it's Aquarius. Oh, look at that competition. Oh, 10 of Cups. Oh, is it with the 3 of Cups? Is it though? Is it? Who the fuck? It blows my mind because when I think about who I know this would be, or even if I was like, all right, let's take him out of the fucking scenario and just put the one before him, because they're both fucking jokes at this point. It makes me wonder, what did I feed him? And was there like magical sparkly shit like I just didn't even realize I was seeing this person? Because this motherfucker thinks they can come right back in and charm your ass when there's still a fucking third party, when somebody else is still a fucking priority. And this fucker thinks they can wrap you around their finger. Like you are a fucking joke. Blows my mind. Oh, Barbara, don't you worry. We're not staying in this fucking energy. Don't you worry. Peter has no fucking idea. Peter thinks he has an idea. I don't even think you would take this back before you fucking ascended. You probably stuck around because you were feeding your own fucking desires. But now that you ascended, you don't even have that desire. I'm just a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. No. So this is just kind of like a warning video. Because you have your community and you have a higher calling. I mean, I think this person is beyond La La Land, Grace. Beyond La La Land. Because there's still a third party. For months and months and months, it was like third party reversed. There was like the Three of Pence reversed, blah, 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 blah. And now the Three of Cups is fucking strong. Strong. So that other lady, woman, whoever she is lingering. And he's not putting, I'm hearing he's letting, okay. He's letting her come first. Like, meaning like, even if he's happy with you and in love with you, regardless, who fucking cares, first of all? Because if he was really that in love with you, this song wouldn't be coming in. Not this song. This is like, he's putting his own happiness, which is probably you, to the side to make sure the other person's kosher or happy with the situation. That's not love. If he can't even do what's best for him at the end of the day, and he thinks he wants to come in and manipulate a situation again, good intent or not, whether they're thinking of it as good intent or wrong intent, like however they're thinking about it, it doesn't matter. Like, it's strategized. You know what I mean? So it's like you still got her fucking energy around, and he'd rather be with you, but he's still dealing with her, I guess, like, meaning like he's sacrificing his own happiness to make sure she's content. I don't want someone like that in my life. That's not true love. That's love with conditions. That's not unconditional love. You can tell him to go kick fucking rocks. And now you have the Three of Cups upright. So there's somebody else in the picture too. Who knows what she's doing on her end? Whether they're talking, whether they're not talking, like, there's someone on her end then, because he's in a sad position. So he's going to want you, but you're not first choice. Because if you were first choice, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Did you have to let it linger? You know what that is? That's the boomerang. That's the boomerang effect. He can sit in that shit now. I don't know who taught him to love. I'm just a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. This slick motherfucker. Go hit up Karen. Go hit up fucking Becky. Go hit up fucking Felicia. You think your shit don't fucking stink? Go hit up all the other fucking chicks. Okay? Go do your thing with somebody else. Go find somebody else who better fucking suits you. And this energy, what I'm being told, if you're on social media or you're an influencer, you're a tarot reader, you're a light worker, I don't know who you are. Like if you're in a position like me, it's like they just watch you. And I was going to say a lot more from what they just told me, and then I just got shut down again. So that's weird. Did you have to let it linger? Why did that come in like that? Because you have a higher calling right now. So even if it boomerangs and it's like him like now lingering in the energy, I don't know if this is somebody that thought like you could say it's over, but they just thought they were in like a timeout. That makes me wonder like, are they really even okay in the head? Did you have to let it linger? Here's the thing, you knew anyway, though. You weren't naive. So if there's certain stuff like you didn't bring up, they probably thought they got away with it. But you just were exhausted and didn't want to bring up every little fucking red flag. Maybe if you were anything like me, you give them like the benefit of the doubt. Maybe someone will be honest. Maybe this or that. You know what I mean? Than to bring up every little fucking thing. So I think they probably think they were getting away with shit. Like you were naive. They thought my troops were naive. So you were dealing with one egotistical, narcissistic son of a bitch. So this reading is about us right here with the community and higher calling. So I really want to make sure every message we have regarding this clown ass fucking person who thinks they can come in and get you wrapped around the fucking finger is off the fucking board. Because that's the energy. It's a fucking clown ass. I'm hearing like you just have to bypass it. So it's almost like, think of this person as a computer chip. Think of this person of, a bug or a virus that got implanted into your grid, your program. Okay. So you have to look at it as like a computer chip. You shut it off. Like it already malfunctioned. Like you have to take the chip out. Like wipe it. I know that's so weird, but that's kind of how they just showed it to me as I'm looking at the lions. Like, look at this person as he was a program that was installed. But it ran its course. You know what I mean? Like it's the weirdest fucking analogy. Maybe because I brought up the robot thing earlier. I don't know. Maybe that was meant to be brought up too. And then because afterwards I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't really never want to be with a robot, right? Because that could only get to so far too, right? So just look at that person as a program that's expired or it ran its course, or I don't know how I've never had this, spirit's never thrown this analogy at me. So like debug your, like you would get like an antivirus for your computer. You know what I mean? Like he's a memory, he's a chip, he's a thought. Like, I don't know. It's almost like with the community and the higher calling, like make noble choices for me for your life and your tribe. So like you're the queen bee, right? So when you start making choices in your life, like you know how you always make choices for yourself? I wonder if it's a good idea, like to tell yourself, like, what would my mom think? What would my friends think? What would my kids think? Maybe you should now add them into this equation like that for you to realize like this like it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? Like all those things you kept to yourself. Now, if you would actually tell a friend or a parent or something, like what would they think? Like you need constant reminders of like, nope, you were just a chip. Like I hate to say it to you, but that's what you need. You need constant reminders right now because with all the cards we just saw, there's still a third party. They're still not doing what's best for them. They're still not cleaning up karma. Yeah, they miss you. They do this. They want that. You still got an energy that's like plays victim because things aren't going good in the household and there's too many fucking people in the picture. And that's because somebody didn't want to be fucking honest from the get go. That's what happens when you deal with a pathological fucking liar. So you have to look at him or her as a program, a chip, and you no longer work in the matrix. So it's the chip is burnt out. It's malfunctioned. Like whatever you got to tell yourself, like whatever works. Because the analogies that spirit's given me is strange. Because you're not working in the matrix anymore. And yeah, they just want your energy. So if like you're in the public eye and you're this, they want their story on the board. They want a piece of your energy. They want a piece of your story. Like if I had, I don't know if this was my story and I had people watching, it's the same thing. Am I on the board? I made this. I made that. But what they don't realize, every time I read something like this, it's more and more disgust. That's never like that never gives you the upper hand ever. And the fact that you think you can manipulate and then you just want to be on my board. Wait until spirit fucking takes over. I think spirit gave them a little you know, and then it's like they laid off. And then think they're gonna come back in. They don't have good intent. It's like right back in the same fucking position, but tenfold. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse. But hey, that's their lesson. But I don't know. Spirit wants you to look at them like they're a fucking computer chip, and you're no longer in the matrix, guys. So you don't want that program. That was a program. That program has expired. You don't buy an extended fucking warranty for an expired fucking program, do you? Oh, let's buy more of a warranty. When you know it's fucking broken and dead and it's that program's not going to upgrade, right? Why do you want to work with wouldn't you want to work with a program that's, you know, has upgrades? Strangest fucking analogies. But just know at the end of the day, they're sacrificing their own happiness so somebody else is happy. I certainly don't want that person in my world. You think I'm going to feed that shit? Go feed the fucking birds. That song just came to me. Jimmy cracks corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracks corn and I don't care. Is it a fucking nursery rhyme? You dealing with a fucking child? Jimmy cracks corn. Jimmy cracks corn. So that's just it. Jimmy cracks corn. Jimmy cracks corn. And doesn't it go Jimmy cracks corn and I don't care? American song first came popular with the rise of the blackface ministry, 1840 something. Okay. Jimmy cracks corn. How's it go? What's it mean? It's a very old piece of slang of sitting around gossiping. It's more explanation of Jimmy cracked open a huge jug of its late master's corn whiskey and kicked back in it. Either way, nobody cared because the master was gone away and wouldn't be coming back. So basically, somebody's just sitting around. It's like they're even gossiping about you. Okay, so everyone's just gossiping. There's such immaturity here. It blows my mind. Peter communicates with AOL. No wonder it takes so fucking long for them to get back to you. That's funny. Actually, somebody I was dating actually still had the old AOL. And he was fucking slow as fuck. He was like a sloth. He was the slowest fucking person at like everything. Like he was great, he was successful, but like when it came to relationships or anything like certain stuff, like he was like slower than slow, like the fucking snail. Like he was a fucking sloth. Like it was pitiful. It was torture. Like we don't suit each other. Like I'm more like, and he's just like everything. It was just practical decisions, and I got to do this, and before I make a decision, he had to think it out for 4 fucking weeks to make sure it was practical. But then it would never seem practical in his head because he strategized so much and thought about it so much. He overthink and then couldn't even make the decision. He was right back to fucking square one, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did this happen? I'm like, go gadget. You know what I mean? So that was cute. Peter communicates with AOL. No wonder it takes so long to get back to you. That's cute. So, but everybody has their different qualities, So it's like, it's not a bad thing maybe when it comes to certain stuff. Like it didn't suit me. You know what I mean? So anywho, Jimmy cracks corn and no one cares. So, but here's the thing too, like sitting around and gossiping, like it's old slang. So there's still people talking about you or them, like, and it's just like, fucking let it go. Want to know why? Because they're still part of the fucking computer chip, guys. You're not part of the matrix anymore. Okay? That computer chip does not upgrade. They'd like to sell you on a program, though. Make you think they're upgrading. Oh, Barbara, don't you worry. I don't blame you. I'm staying away from this type of video, too. Here's the thing why I'm talking about it. If you watch from the beginning, this is exactly what I didn't want, so I wanted my animal cats. Okay? This came out. This is an important message. But what I'm saying is important, too, because this energy is coming back around. So you need to be aware. And every time I go down here, it's like, here's your message and super important. You know what I mean? So, Barbara, I hear you. Absolutely. Click off. Come check out the next reading. I'm so glad I'm phasing out of this. I don't know how I did it for so long. Well, I didn't function well doing it for so long. We all watched that go down for years, how hard that was for me. So, anywho, now that we have this, you know, I want to say we have this energy out. Hold on. Hi. Not much. How are you? Good. Huh? Let's do Friday. Let's do. What time did you have? Ooh, I won't make it there for the one. We'll have to do 4:15. If you get a cancellation, let me know. All right. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Cinnamon Gobson, more likely expansion for the Jimmy cracked. So if Jimmy doesn't crack corn, Jimmy's cracking a jug of whiskey. Okay. Either way, nobody cared because the master was gone and wouldn't be back. Maybe you were the master and you're not coming back. So keep cracking the fucking whiskey bottle or keep cracking your fucking corn. You know what I mean? So let's hope that is out of the read. Because that can't keep coming in like that. Okay. But I think it's real important. Thank you. I think it's real important that you guys realize that this person that might come in, depending on how they come in, they think I got you wrapped around my finger. They think they can wrap you around their finger. Like if they so you're dealing with somebody who thinks they're smooth. Okay. Um, so just a big heads up there, guys. I think spirit more or less was like get it out, like meaning like because it's like, oh, this 3D matrix shit, I can't do it much longer. So um it's really up to you guys on whether or not you're gonna step out of the fucking program that somebody else is still in. They want you to downgrade. They want you at their level. You're dealing with the sexist. You're dealing with somebody, men are superior. They're the bread makers, although they probably want the woman to make just as good as money. But like, you can't like. You're dealing with somebody who would never be okay if you're the breadwinner. They say they could, but they wouldn't be able to handle it. They were raised. It's fucking conditioning. It's disgusting. You're dealing with a sexist. There's no question. So, and you don't want somebody in your life that is just wants energy to linger. Like this person that comes back, he's not coming back to make things right and to speak the truth. He's coming back because he wants to make sure the energy is not completely gone. And for those in the spotlight or those on YouTube or certain things, I'm telling you, they want their energy on the board. It's like they're just dying to find out what somebody has to say, or, is that energy getting the best of them? Is it getting the best of her? Like, in all reality, it's so fucked up because this energy comes in and it's spirit saying, no, they're not going to allow it anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's just they're not. So if they keep conspiring, is things are going to get really, really bad on their end. Like really, really bad. Because they can't come at you with bullshit and garbage, guys. Stop letting someone, come in and linger. They got to linger long enough. Way past the expiration date. And they're still holding on to something way past the expiration date, too. They're holding back their own happiness to make other people happy and more comfortable. You don't want that energy. You go towards that energy and you start communicating with that energy, it's a downgrade. You'll be downgrading. And you just got an upgrade. You just got a spiritual upgrade, guys. Be smart. So if you have to look at them as a computer program, a chip, I mean, this person might linger in from what I'm hearing, I don't know. So I just heard the word Addison. So, community and higher calling. You are a powerful creator. Your work is blessed by everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Better take my sweatshirt off. You have it within you. Hold on. You got me wrapped around your finger. Oh, see? That's exactly the same card. Okay? So, this is what this person... So, let's see. Okay. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices in your life and with your tribe. So, you got me wrapped around your finger. This person is not making noble choices. They're not making the right choices, guys. They have a higher calling, but they would rather downgrade you. They don't want you upgraded. Regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace this transformation. Put on your new cloak and master your regeneration. This has been coming in. See what I'm saying? So whatever you have to do to tell yourself that this person is just it's not your person. It's, I don't know why this energy keeps coming back at you. And you got dear, you got love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Okay. So that's it's pulling me to that myth where people think they have to heal before they can start a business, or they have to heal before they can be successful. It's such a myth, because you heal as you find your happiness. What makes you happy is what's healing. And I really think a majority of you are still healing off and on from this situation. Prosperity. Let go of the past, embrace the change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into a new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. So this is that test coming in. Okay. So it was important to have that little conversation again. As much as we hear it over and over with certain stuff, and it's unfortunate because it's just the day and age we live in, unfortunately. but you've already had a spiritual upgrade. There's no going back to the matrix life like that. This and even if you were to go back with this person, I don't even know if they would know who you are anymore, you know? So do you really want to get conflicted and try to like go in and give someone the benefit of the doubt and then, that puts you in a vulnerable situation because then you're explaining to them or this is who I am. It's like learning all over. It would just be like self-torture. It's like self-confliction, you know? So you really are a new person. You have your community, you have YouTube, you have your friends, you have your family, you have a higher calling. This is a test of you know, how vulnerable are you right now? Because I came on a couple times with no need to explain certain things and explanation and be careful with the energy for the next 32 hours, which is, waking up for 2 mornings and being like, ugh. But you know what? It's it's a wave of suppression. So in the midst of that, okay, make sure you're making the right choices for you. Because you're a king or you're a queen is somebody who's not gonna come in and manipulate and hope they can wrap you around their fucking finger again, guys. You know? And you're dealing with somebody who again does not is scared to be like vulnerable. It's like the way he or she feels, but you know what, is at the end of the day there's still somebody else. Is They're not coming towards you with good intention or intention on having commitment. It's like they just want their energy to continue to linger. They just want back in, even though they're not ready to commit or do this or do that or to be real. They just want to make sure, like, they're still there. And you don't got time for that. You don't need that energy around you. You don't need somebody who's not going to have your back 100%. You don't need to show somebody who you are all over again when they're not going to put 100% effort into what it is you two have. So I'm telling you, some of you are going to be shocked because it might have been months since you talked to this energy. Some of you, it could even be years. I don't know. It could be your life partner for all I know, but it could be years down the road. It could be months down the road, whatever. Right now, this is a test. And you've been going through this regeneration. Don't forget, you have us. You have a community. You have a higher calling. We just started walking a new path, guys. That doesn't happen overnight. Okay? There's prosperity in your future. But this is like, let go of the past. Embrace the change. Opportunities are so close at hand because you got this one test coming in. You're already going through this transformation. Put on your new cloak. Nobody needs to know who you are or see who you are like that. You're the master. You're shedding your snakeskin. All right. You want a king. You want to be a queen. You want to be a king. Be gentle on yourself. It's more beneficial for you to be loving than it is to be bitter. See the light of all things. Acknowledge your self-worth, your grace, because you already have that. It's not lost. This is just like a reminder. So there's a test right there. And opportunities are close at hand, right? And again, you got a new day, a new cloak, regenerating. You're the queen of abundance. Wait for the right king, guys. Wait for the right king, okay? Somebody who's noble, that makes the right choices to want to be in your life, part of your tribe. The person that wants to come in is not part of a spiritual tribe, is not part of any fucking tribe. Do they even value their own life? Because if they valued their own happiness and their own self-worth, self, you know what I'm saying? If they valued their own self, this meeting wouldn't be here. They would already be here by your side, and they're not. They can't provide that. You want a king. Who doesn't? So this frog, let go of the past, embrace the change. You could bump into them, work, friends, social media. I'm telling you, there's going to be some type of bump in of communication, whether you want it or not. And the littlest thing like that, whether you respond or not, or look their way, they were still part of your life, right? So it's just remember, this person still thinks they can just wrap you around their finger. That's why this reading was important, as much as I say the same thing too, like, oh, damn, why spirit? Why? Because some people are really going to think this energy changed because this person is slick enough to know they needed to come at you with some type of change. So you have community, higher calling, regeneration. We're still going through that. Loving who you are, and prosperity. And you have the death card. This is transformation. This is your regeneration, but it's reversed. So this is somebody who's just not accepting transformation. That's like if you were to engage in this energy and give this energy, time, whatever it is, your valuable energy, your aura, your vibe, it's downgrading. And not one's better than the other. Well, I want to say an upgrade is typically better than a downgrade, right? But speaking as person, not one's better than the other. We all learn at our own times. But this person is like not accepting, right? The Page of Wands, reversed. There's no excitement. There's no enthusiasm. There's no spontaneity. It's just they're not accepting, whatever message you're trying to give them. If you're being silent and the blocked, you're going to talk to them forever, they're still not accepting it. You know what I mean, jelly beans? And they got the Ace of Pence right there, but for what? It doesn't even matter, right? All right. So, and if this isn't them, there's still something in their life that somebody's not accepting. And this one's still not putting their foot down and doing what they need to do to get to that Ace of Pence to ground the situation. See what I'm saying? So you don't need that right now. You're in a whole different space. So be careful because this test is coming in. Opportunities are close at hand. They're right around the corner. All right, hop into this new day. Abundance, good fortune awaits you. So kind of can't stress this reading enough. And, unfortunately, I so didn't want to read this either. I really didn't. Right now, just worry about you, take care of you. Just let me get. That M's really standing out too. Health, strength, steady, fast, fearless, unstoppable. Physical strength, healing, divine force, breaking through obstacles. Strong male energy maybe coming in. You're able to break obstacles, cycles, or you're in that masculine energy right now, breaking through the last of these the last of these obstacles. Seeking new direction, a blessed journey, creating a moment, reconnecting, achieving personal growth, higher self, clarity, social, family responsibility, oneself. You got Thor's chariot, you have yourself, humanity, you have the bison. I'm being told you're going to have some type of reconnection with someone. And you got torch, gaining insight, enhanced learning, raised energy, passion. You have sexual urges, lust, desire, adult nature. You're reconnecting with somebody. You're going to. You got to pass a certain test first, though. Some of you, I'm telling you, like, Spirit's telling me, like, you're not expecting who this person is. You got karma, chances, mystery, visions, hidden divine fact, occult invitations, understanding fate, developing intuition. All will be revealed. Some of you are really, really going to be shocked with whatever this is, and it's not who you think it is. I still think it's somebody from your past, like maybe something that never got off the ground, or whether it sounds like a current past or not. Like I'm telling you, there's just this something. I think you got to get past this test, whether they come in or not. It's just you pushing through this energy and allowing new doors and opportunities and certain things to open. So I love that, you know, the whole, you got me wrapped around your face. I don't love that part, but I love that there was a bigger meaning in this message, and it wasn't just the same old fucking song and dance, like, oh, this energy's on the board. You know what I mean? Because if you watch in the beginning of the video when I came on, I was like, I really didn't want to come on, I really want to do this, blah, 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 blah. I almost said, fuck it, I'm not going to do it, but I'll read my animal card. But everybody's scenario is different, right? If you think about it, if you haven't heard from somebody in a while, and you think this is your current scenario, you could be wrong. It could be the person that was before that or before that. I mean, this could be a complete blasphemy of fucking past. And you're like, oh, well, all these years have gone by and blah, 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 blah. However it goes down for you, right? Which is a hard message to deliver, because it's like, meaning like, what's that thing, like tigers never lose their spots or something. But eventually, yeah, people do lose their spots, you know, or whatever that thing is, you know. But if they choose to change, the energy coming at you is they just want to linger. There's nothing solid about the energy that wants to come towards you, you know. But you might be like, oh, well, you know, we only dated a couple times, we didn't hit it off, blah, 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 blah. I'm bored, I just went through this. Maybe I need a little pep in my step. Maybe I should go out. Maybe, you know what I mean? Now is not the time. You got to think about it, guys. We just ascended. There was just a global ascension. Like us spirituals, like that's a freaking transformation. Like way more than just like the average person. Because we're wrapping our heads around it more. Like we're really like understanding, okay, so now it's this, now what's next? Or it's things like that. So I'm not saying it takes, you know, more time or less time than the average person, but I'm just saying like when we're trying to understand certain stuff, I mean, we just started a new journey. A new journey takes time. You So Spirit's going to send somebody in to kind of like test, like, you want to be held back? Because they're not catching up to take the same fucking road you're taking. See what I'm saying? They're not going to they'll challenge you with a test like that of unstable energy, or like this person's going to act like there's really been a change or a shift. And it's like the same old like trickery. They still have energy around them. They're still not doing what's best for them at the end of the day. Because if you were to go back and be like, did this change? Is this any different? Is that? See what their reaction is. Instantly. Just call it as you see it and see what type of reaction you get. Because in this situation, those spots or dots are exactly the same. So again, we just started a new journey. A new journey. We've all been there. We know it takes time. So Spirit's not going to be like, okay, all of a sudden I'm going to distract you with butterflies and this and that. And it's not, there's no realism there. And I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Like, you got to find yourself again. Where you're at, what you're comfortable talking about, that your gifts and things are just opening up. Some take longer than others. They're not just, they might throw in a really good man or a really good woman. But like something that would take time, like they're not going to come in and distract you like that. They're not going to they don't want to. Like, does that make sense? Like, so that's why, like, you're going to get tested with the same old song and dance. Like, are you strong enough? Like, you know what you did to get out of it. You could get that same feeling you got from that person, from a freaking stranger, or someone that treated you the same way that this person treated you, but with less fucking drama. So you might as well take the route with less fucking drama if you got to feed yourself. But the thing is, you shouldn't have to fucking feed yourself. That's not where you guys are at. Get what I'm saying? Is that making any sense? So somebody wonderful and magnificent, that king or queen, they are right around the corner. But that's when you're really like secure in what you want and what's going to work for you. And what you want, and your values are not negotiable. They're not up for fucking debate, guys. You shouldn't even be in a position right now where you need to explain yourself to anybody. To make somebody else feel better. I just feel like that's what the other energy is doing too. Not even doing what they should be doing in their life to make other people fucking feel better. You do not want that. And never mind the same old song and dance. Deep down in your soul, we all know what we want and what we deserve. And think about it for a minute. If this person is not doing what's best for them and not being with who they really want to be with to make somebody else to make somebody happy and more comfortable, that's not the depth you're looking for. Because we would not be having this conversation right now if they were coming in with depth in long term. They can see it and want it, but that don't mean jack shit. Because they're not after that right now. They're not even cleaning up their own fucking mess that they fucking made. Don't take that risk. So again, we just started this journey. Give it time to unfold. You know what you want. This person didn't take a miracle pill and all of a sudden they're just, woo. Like, no. There might be a little bit of an improvement or this and that, but it's not what you need. And then I just heard they're so addicted to you. I'm so addicted to all the things you do. You're going down on me in between the sheets. And never mind even sexually, guys. I'm just talking addicted to you or who you were. What you know what I mean? But they took advantage of it and it's gone. They don't get that back right now. You don't have time for freaking confusion. You don't have time to dilly dally with your fucking life. If you're anything like me, you're serious about your life. And that scares some people. And some people might come in and be like, why you gotta take things so seriously? Why? Because it's my fucking life and I got fucking one of them and I got children and I'm a sole fucking provider. Like there's plenty of fucking reasons. And that's my point exactly right now. Spirit's trying to say, you don't need to explain yourself. See what I'm saying? You have somebody around you. Why you gotta be so complicated? Why you gotta be like that? That's just somebody who wants to turn the energy around because they don't have the balls to answer their own fucking questions that you're asking them. Because they can't answer honestly. And that's the fucking truth. So this was a very beneficial read. And it's like, thank you, because at first I was like, oh my God, fucking again. And then we had the conversation with Barbara. But it ended up being a very beneficial read. You know? Just know where you stand. You don't need to even like it's just it is what it is. You know? Which is the whole thing like in the beginning. Like today talking about explanation, I'm like, well, that doesn't really make sense. So like when I went and got my lunch and blah, 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 you know what I mean? And then it's like, no, that really made sense. But it's like now I'm getting it. You're not here to explain what you want all over again to somebody. The fuck? The right person will come in at the right time. We all know how it works. And I don't think that's even anything on our freaking mind right now. And that's the beauty of things like that. That's when things come in. Okay. But this really was a beneficial read. It really was. You don't want that energy. You don't need it. Because you trust me. I'm just going to repeat myself right now. And that's exactly Spirit saying that's exactly what you're going to do again. You're going to end up saying the same thing and repeating yourself the same way. And so don't bother. Oh, I don't know, Shannon. The energy, too, has been off the last week or so. I noticed, like, right now it's 45. A minute ago, it was 1. And I know it doesn't drop like that. So it's just the energy. There could be more watching, less watching. It's been happening for days now. I'd be talking to say 0 people are watching, but yet people are talking and hitting the like. So, so it's just same thing with the notifications. But my channel is definitely changing and shifting. I mean, I just have to figure out how to put it together, and I'm trying not to stress over it, and I'm just letting things happen naturally. And I'm going through this new journey and this rejuvenation and transformation, and I don't want to rush it, but yes, I need to put it together. Like the whole thing with the disease in Africa that I predicted. It always comes out. I'm good at it. Everything I've talked about, it comes out. I got to figure out how to do it, how to record it, how to make things a little easier. I love that this channel is probably going in this direction, because right now I don't want to read the Matrix. Not like that. That's not the position I want in this lifetime moving forward for me or for you guys. Like, you can find another reader for like 3D things or Matrix things, because we still live in the Matrix, right? But that's not what it's going to be like for us on this channel. So by the time somebody comes into our life, we're going to be settled into another dimension, and hopefully we'll know the ins and outs, and if it's the right person or not, it won't have to be discussed on YouTube and aired, and it's more important things going on, like the environment and the sky, and all the other things that get neglected. So it would just be a part of your new journey. But it's not going to be all about the freaking matrix anymore. Not this channel. Not for you. Not for me. Not no. So whoever comes in, we're ready and we're fine. But for now, where are we going to find ourselves? Because this is a global ascension. Everything's going to change. The economy is changing. Your workplace is going to change. Like everything's going to change. But we know that. So eventually I'll end up putting things together too, and figuring out how to work with my gifts more. Again, I'm not trying to rush it or put things together or trying to find the puzzle piece right now, because we're all just going on this new journey and we're all just ascending. So when we talk about matrix and all this, there's a, we don't all ascend on the same day and the same hour and this and that, but there's still plenty that will not ascend. And then a majority of us are dealing with people who chose not to ascend because it made other people uncomfortable. Which, they got a big hat, but that's not going to cut it in the real world that we got to live in, right? That doesn't cut it. So you're just going to accommodate people your whole entire life instead of, accommodating yourself? For some, that's how it will go. And right now, we don't need to be discussing that energy, and we don't need that energy around us. So we'll figure out where we're all getting, how we're all getting there. It just takes time. And right now, the last thing I want to do is feel pressured or stressed out or this. Okay, so now I have this gift. Always had it. Didn't want to really utilize it, but now it just comes out left and right. So now I got to figure out how to really work with it. But I don't want to stress myself out doing that either. Because if I sit back and think about it, it can stress me out too. And nobody else can figure this out for me. Only I can figure it out, and how I'm going to use it, and how you see it, So we're all going through that phase right now. So we don't need external energy that's up in the fucking air. That's the last thing we need. The last thing. So I'm sure you guys are going to find yourselves in the same situation too. I don't want to do this, not happy doing that. Friends might even change. Family dynamics are going to change. Just worry about yourself, your own happiness. Even though we have our self-worth and we're in our Queen Empress energy, High Priestess, whoever you want to be, we've gotten them, we can transform into any of them. Just let it flow, come to you. Don't stress about things. I mean, this is the energy where we really got to talk about this stuff, because this is the energy that brings energies down. Just don't stress. Because I know it's like, all right, so I've been doing this for a couple months, and I literally sit here and I say like, oh God, it should have clicked. But like, I can't get in that mind frame either. This is all new to me. I got to figure out how to work with it. The best I can do is continue being who I am and being authentic, and just letting it flow. It will come together. But sometimes you gotta have these talks that are real. You can't get distracted with things that bring you down, or people in your life that want an explanation, and it's just, especially things that are like frustrating, or like And even if it's someone you love and adore, like a friend or a family member, just let the energy subside. Never mind that the past lover that wants to come back in. Like that should be the least of your worries right now. I'm sure you got a lot of love for that person too. But you got more love for you right now, and that's what's more important. How do you know you two weren't meant to separate for you to elevate on your own? Let them elevate on their own. Maybe you guys couldn't elevate together. I don't know everybody's fucking karma. I don't know. And I don't even try to figure that stuff out with me. Whatever's, meant to be will be. And there's been plenty of scenarios that are meant to be, but when two people aren't working on it at the same time, that's not how it's supposed to go down. So that's when karma kicks in. And someone's gotta know. You gotta know yourself well enough to know if you want to stay in that situation, how long you want to play that out for. So I think I don't want to use the word master because we don't take, lifetimes and lifetimes. So we don't really ever really master. But while in the head frame now, we're we don't need tarot. We don't need cards. We don't need somebody telling us this and that. We're we've already expanded. We don't need that anymore. Because when that comes in, we're already going to know where we're at and where we stand. And then we figure out, okay, if this person is worthy enough, and that's the reality of new, old, doesn't matter. How are you gonna fit that into your life? That will mesh, that will unfold, and that will flow. And if you're meshing with that energy and you're flowing, you guys together will figure out where you're gonna take that, how far you're gonna take that, this and that, right? You don't need tarot anymore to tell you that part of your life anymore. We outgrew that part. Guys, we graduated. And that deserves a massive high five on all of our ends. Because when that comes in, the right person, shit will flow. You won't turn to the cards. When I listen to Natalie and certain stuff, it's never about, other people or where they're at or where I'm at with that other person. Is we got anything about work? What's the Pleiadian council saying? It's that type of stuff. But the energy is always going to come in and out. It will hit you, But we did it. We got ourselves to where we're at now. We did. We don't need the cards to tell us what man or woman is right or what's going on. We've outgrown that. So the right person at the right time will come in. You might have a test before that. You might have a few. But don't worry about it. You're fine. That's literally where we're all at. My followers, my troops, there's no question. So I'm glad you guys have other readers for certain stuff. But this is going to be more prophecies, educational, cosmos, divine, that type of stuff. No more with the stories. We create our own story. And we're not creating a new story in the Matrix. So we'll see where this takes us. We'll see where this takes us. And try not to stress out over it. People like to use the expression we're all human. My spirituals, those who ascended are really strong believers in spirituality. We're spirits. We're not humans. We live amongst the humans. But we're spirits. We're souls. We know what life can offer and what it's about and what we want, and there's no more matrix for us in that way anymore. So I think it's a good thing. It's hard. It's hard. It's like, oh my God. But there's other people out there, you know, whether they're, human or spirits like you, like, there still be good, genuine people, a king or a queen. You'll know. You'll be fine. So I'm excited to find out where we all go. So again, it really was a beneficial read. And I'll just pull one more card to wrap it up. The Wolf Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You're the teacher and you help others find the way. There would be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have love that endures. It's the wolf. It's the wolf. Oh, which reminds me, I keep forgetting to tell you guys, we all have 2 spirit animals, or like totem animals. Everyone thinks they just have one. Every time something comes in, from almost like weeks now, if not months, I've been meaning to tell you this. I can't believe I keep spacing it. I don't know why a lot of people think you just have one spirit animal or totem animal. We have 2. Okay. So don't worry. It's basically saying don't worry about your past. You're on a new journey. You can help others. You know your way. You're getting through these challenges. Your soul is strong. Everything I kind of just talked about. Okay. So, I don't know why that just came through now with the 2 spirit animals. I don't know if some of you have been questioning it or like, things that make you go, And I'm actually being told you might have a different spirit animal regarding your Vedic and something in the Milky Way. A lot of people think, if you think about it, right, the spirit animals, and if we think about the animals on, 3D, there's so many more different kind of animals, like in different planets and cosmos, and spiritual animals with like souls. It's not the same as like the animals here. So here you have 2 spirit animals. And in Vedic, it's not the same one. I don't know why that would be. It is the same one in Vedic. It's gotta be. So it's the Cosmo ones that they were talking about. So maybe that's why you have 2. You have Western astrology and you have Vedic astrology. For like 3D, 4D totem animals. And then you have your cosmic or your galaxy animal. I'm not really sure, Sharon. It's a good question. I always had my pendulum, but just things I don't know, because I was going to say something you're drawn to or this and that, but like I'm obsessed with, I love my elephants, but I don't have an elephant as a spirit, as a totem spirit or a spirit animal. I just have a deep connection with them. Right? So good question. I'm not really sure how to answer that one. Maybe in your dream, they come to you in your dreams, or they're constantly around you, like certain birds or, butterfly, dragonfly, like random bugs, but it's always the same bug, or like a caterpillar. Um, this one is probably a one you always see on TV. It's like the ones you always see the most. It's like, oh my God, like, it's I'm always seeing a flamingo, or this, there's always that, or there's always this, but it's like you have no attachment to a flamingo. You have no connection, or like it like blows your mind. Like, your whole life you've always, came across pictures of freaking sea otters, or, it's something like that. Like something that's constantly like, it's a lot of people I think would think like, oh, like for me, like the elephant's it's gotta be my spirit animal. But it's not. It's just I have a deep connection with the souls of elephants. But it doesn't make me. It doesn't make it my spirit animal, you know? Um, so sometimes I think what they're telling me is like something that maybe you were even afraid of as a kid, as if like it was a phobia because they would never leave you alone. You know, like say for instance, like when you were a kid, like a salamander, they always wigged you out, but you always came across them. You know what I mean? So, but again, yeah, just because you pulled, I mean, I've always been pulled again. I've always been pulled to animals. I mean, to elephants, but sure as shit, it's not my spirit animal. It's not my spirit guide. You know, probably linked to past life, or I mean, who the friggle sticks knows? I don't know. All right, y'all. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I guess it depends on the energy. I got Wednesday off, so I'll definitely be here on Wednesday. Okay. And remember, you got a day or two of energy that's kind of like, you know. But don't forget, like, guys, you stepped out of you stepped out of the matrix. Whatever you gotta tell yourself. And, have patience and compassion for friends or family if they're not really understanding or putting the blame on you, or compassion, hey honey, in those type of situations. When it comes to an accident, there's drama and there's all this going on, like, you just cut that shit. You just right out. Now's not the time for that. Oh, it reminds me of the hummingbird. Lonnie took a picture of the snap. She sent it to me from 2 years ago. It was outside the window. My mother's. My mother has a lot of hummingbirds around the house. But she like scored with that video, right? I just remembered when you like hummingbirds and dragonflies. So, um, I just think like right now I know it's awesome. Um, Friends, family, all that. Even that, you don't owe explanations right now, right? Maybe have like a little more compassion towards them or whatnot, but um, you'll figure that out in due time. Um, but with the X energy, just or whether it's an ex or not, or just somebody from your past, that it's just We don't need to get into that, but you know where I'm going to go with that, right? So, compassion and forgiveness, that stuff's always nice, but now's not the time for that stuff to even be in your head. Because right now, if you were to go, I'm being told once again, if you were to go in that direction, you would just be explaining yourself all over again. No one's got time for that shit. They don't got you wrapped around their fucking finger. Okay. So enjoy your journey, enjoy yourself, enjoy the renewed you. And it's you hit these downs, and it's telling me too, like you hit the downs, you hit the lows, you hit this, you hit that, and it's the energy too. But we're in the midst of, like, the best way I can explain it with the rejuvenation, regeneration, like it's like skin, snake skin. And some of you are actually rejuvenating your skin again. Okay. So take care of your skin if that's the case. Just like a little extra lotion, a little extra pampering, And I'm hearing the scrub. I'm hearing the loofah. So you're definitely regenerating your skin again. That's not every 7 years, is it? How often does that happen? Because they're telling me for you guys to use the loofah. How often do you regenerate your skin, or does your skin regenerate? So, no, see, it's every 27 days. That's not what it's telling me. So your stomach, your body can renew every 7 years. It's like the other stuff with like allergies and stuff. But okay, so at 35 to 40, and in between, like certain ages, depending on the calendar, there's a process that may take up to 28 days where the cycle of your skin slowly it like does something significantly, something where you're aging. Because it's telling me years and years. It's something that happens every, like, years and years and years. So I'll have to look into that because I can't find it like that, but it is linked to something with these cycles. But that's just like the top of your skin, right? But that's not what it's like saying. So just use the loofah the next couple times you shower. Like, I love Dove body soap. I don't use the loofah enough unless I'm like exfoliating. So it might be saying, like, because with the loofah, like, you really got to get those, like, you got to like dig. Like, don't burn your skin, guys, but definitely put some pressure into the loofah. I'm just scrolling. So I don't know if that comes to me, I'll let you guys know. So it could be that it could be that we have just like we got to get rid of like all the dead cells or something. I don't know how to answer that one for you. I feel like I should be looking into a crystal ball right now. I'm like a gypsy or something. I should have these answers for you, but I fucking don't. So I don't know. Scrub a little harder, apparently, because I'm also hearing some of you guys are using too much lotion. You're suffocating your pores. So I don't know what end of the spectrum's on which end. I'm telling you, I'm the spectrum that I probably have to scrub a little harder with the loofah because I love my bar soap. So I'm probably on that spectrum. And I tend to use like a coconut oil versus a lotion anyway. But some of you are suffocating your skin, is what I heard. I don't know. Which I guess is possible, right? Using the wrong type of lotions or I don't know. So just use the loofah the next couple times you shower. Solve the problem. Either way, you're solving the problem, right? Sometimes I think I'm better off like the way I age, like from not using all like the beauty products and stuff. And I hope I'm like knocking on wood. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. But I'm telling you, like I only wash my face when I'm in the shower. I don't wash my face at night. None of my kids wash their face. Like when they sleep over people's houses, like grandma would be like, "Wash your face. Here's a washcloth." I'm like, what the fuck is this for? A washcloth? Like I only used that when they were little and in the tub. You know. Mm. But all my kids like they all have great skin. And I've had this conversation with you guys before. I know some of you guys laugh at me, but like you guys, some of you guys, you don't wash your face either. So there you go. And I didn't just fart. That's the chair. But when I get out of the shower, I'll put a face lotion on. That's it, though. I should probably take care of my borrowed body, my vessel, a little bit better. But I'm not shitting you. I'm not gonna stop washing my fucking face now. You know. So that's not true. Lonnie had bad acne, but it's not because she wasn't washing her face. That's like hormones. I don't know. Just use the damn loofah. That's all I know. But at the end of the day, guys, I don't wear makeup like that either, so it's not like I really even gotta wash my face. I do wash it in the shower. Strange conversation. Yeah, I was never big on facials. I break out if I put anything on my face, though. A certain lotion that my body's like not used to. Or if I was to get a facial, I'd break out everywhere. I put sunscreen on, I break out. Anything on my face. Put makeup on, it break out. Not all. Not every time. It's more like an unfamiliar lotion or something. All right, we're just rambling. I love you guys, though. Just use a damn loofah. Just use a loofah. The next couple times you shower. Now I'm gonna be like scrubbing. I almost feel like I shouldn't even put lotion on afterwards. I'm gonna clog my little pores. Sorry, I'm just like picking at something on my nail. I feel like I just gotta like scrub the base now. Just do the opposite of what you usually do, if that helps. Yes, telling me stagnant water. So don't all get fancy and be like, oh my god, my water pressure's hard. We probably just have too many dead cells on our skin. Might actually make you feel better. It's little things like that which you wouldn't think would make a difference. Sometimes you can get out of the shower and just feel like a brand new fucking person. I'd like that day to come my way. I'd like that day to come my way. All right, y'all. Hang in there. Hang in there. You have a past life. You have past life coming in too. Son of a bitch. I'm done reading though. You too. I'm staring at my past life, Zach. Something about the past life that's about to surface for you. Whether it's a dream. Motherfucker. I'll pull you one card. Yeah, see, I don't even want to. Leaving or travel. So I'm thinking it's like hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. And it's not just like ex-lovers. I think it's like in general, like leaving the astral plane, leaving the matrix, traveling in a new direction. So it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit everybody a little differently, but this is like being on that new journey. It's the new start, the new day, the new cloak, it's that type of stuff. And then you have wisdom. Okay, so I'm just hearing like, you got this. Like, you're smart. Wisdom's not just being smart. It's a whole nother level of smart. It comes within. You know how to make the right decisions. Some people might not like the fact that you're leaving. Some might not like the fact that you're taking a vacation. Some might not like the fact that you're moving. But this is gonna come in the next couple of days. So it might be on your mind heavily. Packing up and going. Use your inner wisdom. I'm also getting there's something in the suitcase because the horn is almost piercing the suitcase. So there's something that you might discover. I don't know why I struggled to say that. This might be something you discover. Like going through someone's old suitcase, like some of you might find something in a wall with the construction, or like a storm comes in and or somebody makes a hole in your fucking wall. Next thing you know, there's something in your wall. Like, there's something. Yeah, there's 4 cups. With the 8 of cups. So there's something you don't want. Can spirit be any cuter right now? Like, it's the 4 of cups. Like, spirit's like with the 8 of cups at the bottom of the deck, like, time to walk away. So there is something you're going to discover. There is like your inner wisdom, your gut, your intuition is going to tell you something. Whether it's a dream, whether you open the suitcase, you find something. It is like You're like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down that path. I don't know. Eventually, to me, you're going to walk away from it. Yes, it's the Queen of Cups. Okay. With the Four of Pens reversed, you're letting go of something you're about to discover. Like, it's just, it's more than your gut. It's your wisdom. It's where we're at today, where we got today. We just had this whole conversation, like where we're at. Like, we don't live in the matrix. Our brain is not in the matrix anymore. Like, our mentality, how we function, is not in the matrix anymore. Okay. There's just something that you're gonna discover, or you just know. It's just something you just know. There's some of you are traveling, you might come across something. It still is. It's using your smarts, your wisdom. It's using what you got to get to where you're at today to make your next decision that you're making, whether it's work, love, job, family, travel. I think you're gonna be good. You're saying goodbye. Not that the 8 cups wasn't good enough. It's just you want 10 cups. You don't want things in your life that linger or lack. You don't need to lack things in your life when there's no need to lack them. You just gotta go and get them. So does that make sense? So it's not that 8 cups weren't good enough. It's just you want your 10. You want the best life you can live, right? So it's not about time. It's not about expansion. It's your mindset. So stop making excuses for yourself if you're still making excuses for yourself. Because it's all about your mindset. Smart enough to make the right decision. Whether it hurts, whether it feels good. There's going to be lots of decisions that come along in life that's going to hurt. There's going to be a lot of decisions in life that are going to feel good too. Okay? Again, if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Wednesday.